Poor girl. She was exhausted.
Or acting it. Ever since her father died, virtually overnight, she changed from a sweet, shy child into an impossible shrew. We were really a very happy family before...
Well, Holly told me that you did lots of things together, that you traveled a great deal.
Yes, of course, but even then I suppose there were signs. The winter before last, she refused to go on vacation with us. Wanted to spend her Christmas in the cold snow instead of the warm sand. So we went on ahead without her. But of course, she ruined the trip for us.
How unfortunate.
Couldn't we change the topic of conversation from the no-no generation? I'm very bored with their beads and bells and songs of love.
Elizabeth, you sadden me. To think a woman as lovely as you would be so stoic about matters of the heart.
I was talking about the young. For them, it's a matter of too much too soon.
Ah, then you would make rules for them, but not for us.
You and I are old enough to make our own rules, Jean-Paul. Jean-Paul? Jean-Paul, what is it that seems to have mesmerized you?
Forgive me.
Are you not feeling well?
No, it's all right. It's nothing really. It's just a sudden megrim. 300 years ago, that's what they called it.
Megrim?
Migraine today.
Poor man. Is there anything I can do to help?
Well, if it persists, Dr. Carr will give me another analgesic. Fortunately, it generally doesn't last too long.
Until then?
There's nothing anyone can do.
Why have you summoned me? You know that the cards have warned me that my death will come on Maljardin.
But I could not come to you. Together, we may have strength enough to fend off all danger. This will give you strength.
But I want to live. I've given up the old ways.
There are times when the ways of the ancient is the only way to protect us.
From what?
We will know the answer to that tonight. This I do know. The evil that walks on Maljardin does not walk alone. I think this night it may have found a mate. Drink.
Drink? It may help.
Drink, or we are helpless.
You know, sometimes I really feel that if one could inhabit another body, one could get rid of a headache completely. The headache, of course, not the body.
I can see you've got rid of yours.
Completely, as if I had taken over another body.
Don't the natives believe that such things are possible?
Oh, some are so superstitious they believe men can turn into wolves. But that I have to see.
Surely such superstitions must have some basis in fact.
Well, if there was any foundation to this case, my name isn't Jean-Paul Desmond.
I wonder, could I ask a great favor of you?
A favor?
You know my daughter respects you very much. A word from you could mean more to her than 1,000 from me.
Just what word had you in mind?
You know so much about money and the responsibilities of it.
Yes?
I think you could convince Holly to allow you to lift some of the burden of it from her shoulders.
May I ask why? Or is that an impertinent question? Or had you in mind that the money burden should go to your shoulders? You could carry it, if I could carry it off.
Ever since my little bird died, the master has not been himself. He seems to be wearing the faces of two men.
There have been many strange tales told about the death of Jacques Eloi des Mondes.
Who's to say what is true? Just as the past forms the present may alter the past.
But it is true that you've seen Jean-Paul when he seems to be not himself.
Many, many times. But it is only when evil is in the room, evil that is spreading across Meljardin. Ever since the silver pin was released from the conjure doll's head, I can control it no longer.
I am here now. I'll give you what strength I can. But it may be the last time.
But you are the conjure woman now.
My father gave me all the strength he could. But I am not as strong as he. My island needs me too, for there are strange vibrations.
But evil is everywhere. I cannot do it alone.
Our spirit will be fused through the tarot cards and the pentagram. And more than that, I cannot promise. You must find your help here on Maljardin, not only from the outside.
Well, if it must be, it must be. Do you see what the cards say?
I see 2 protectors, Matthew Dawson and Dan Forrest.
But they are not as strong as this one.
Who is she?
I cannot tell. Your powers with the cards are much mine. Who? Please take my hand. Together, we will have the strength to find out. We must have the strength. The witch is not.
Yes. The mother of the blonde child, Elizabeth Marshall. Watch her carefully, Raxel. She's dangerous.
The danger I face is your misunderstanding of my intent for Holly.
Perhaps. But you must forgive me, Elizabeth. I'm not really feeling quite myself this evening.
I'm trying to understand these changes in you.
By tomorrow, I'm sure you will.
Hopefully. Good night.
Jacques Eloi, I want to speak to you. I am in possession now, and I shall wear the body. It seems the balance of power has shifted. You're back where you belong, against your will. A slight skirmish, but the war is just beginning. Nighty-night. Sleep fitfully. It's bad for the nerves.